Now sometimes you might like to be able to highlight certain cells based on the content of those cells. You might want to say, I want to see all of the cells that have a positive number highlighted, or the ones that have a negative number highlighted. Now, you could go through and do that manually and just pick out cells, but there's an automatic way to do that. Let's say in this case I've just got a spreadsheet that has a lot of random numbers. In fact, if you're just curious, here's the formula up here for a random number, and that puts in a random number that's between 0 and 1. And so anyway, but let's say that I want to highlight all the cells that are greater than 0.5. And I want to do it, let's just say I pick out a range here, okay, just from this 1 year, okay, and we'll go all the way down through here, okay. So I pick out the range that I want to do that for, okay. Now, notice up here in Excel on the Home tab, you have Conditional Formatting. Conditional formatting means if a condition is true, then you format the cell a certain way. And this is common, so Excel has this as some presets. So I'm going to pull that down, and the idea, this is highlighting cells. That's one of the main ones you're going to want to do, highlighting cells rules. And in this case, I said that I want to highlight the cells that are greater than 0.5. So here's a greater than, here's a less than. If I want to highlight all the cells that are between two numbers, I can do that, or all the ones that are equal, or whatever it is. But anyway, here I want to highlight all the cells that are greater than 0.5. So I click there, and it says here, format cells that are greater than, and it picked out a number. I forget, I'm not sure what number it picked out. But anyway, I'm just going to type in 0.5. And I have some options for how I want to do it. The default here is a light red fill with dark red text. That means there's a kind of a light red shading on the cell, and the numbers themselves are dark red. You could have different. Here's yellow fill with dark yellow text, which might be a bit hard to read. Green fill with dark green text, or a red border, or a custom format you could design. I'm just going to leave it as what it says here, light red fill with dark red text. And I click OK. Okay. Now you see that all the cells in that range that I selected, all those cells that are greater than 0.5 are highlighted. Okay. And so what this means is no matter what these numbers are, okay, if the numbers change, that highlighting is going to change. If I go in here, for example, to this cell, and instead of just letting it be random, I'm just going to type in something, okay, 1.4. Now you notice it is now highlighted the same way. And you might notice that the other cells change too, because every time you change a cell, the random function changes the numbers. So if we go back here to what it was, you notice that again, cells change, but it's still the ones that are greater than 0.5 are highlighted, the others are not. So that's how you do the conditional formatting in Excel.